Video blog about the pitch for my film. Let's talk about my film. My film is called La Vie, and it's based on one of my personal life experience. It's based on a time when I was sitting in the wheelchair for some time, and I have decided to base my story on this time when I was sitting in the wheelchair, because I think, well, because I know how it feels to sit in the wheelchair, and I'm certain that I can convey the feeling and show people how it feels like for the ones who haven't experienced this so far. Yeah, and my story is kind of a flashback, talking about the time when the main character was sitting in the wheelchair. So at the point of time when he is telling the story, he's not sitting in the wheelchair anymore. So the story is just a flashback about the time sitting in the wheelchair. Okay, yeah. And now we come to the narrative structure, and this narrative structure actually was not difficult, but I had to put a lot of thought in that, because at the beginning I wanted to use the 3-act narrative structure, but due to the fact that we have a limited time frame, roughly 5 minutes, I decided that this might not work out fine. So I changed my mind, and I decided to use a different narrative structure. And due to the fact that it's kind of a flashback, I decided to basically structure the film like this. So there will be the narrative structure will basically be a person talking in the off. At some point of time, this will be the main character, obviously, and he will talk about his experience he had and how his life changed over the years and what he did. So this is going to be my narrative structure. If you have questions about this or concerns or anything, then please feel free to write that into the discussion forum. Yeah, the themes of my film is basically only one main theme, or it actually can be divided into two. The first one is man versus himself, so basically the kind of mental struggle which the person has sitting in the wheelchair, kind of frustration, and he's not able to walk, and so on and so forth. So man versus himself, and then also that kind of the strengthness, and that you should basically never give up, and there's always a way to fight life. That's why I also called the film La Vie, which is French and called The Life. And so that is my theme. Again, more information, if you have questions, please ask me questions about this. So, and then we come to the camera movement. I decided to use different camera movements to basically, to convey the themes and the other ideas which I have for my film. So there will be a lot of close-ups, dolly shots, actually using the wheelchair, because I decided to shoot from the perspective of the person sitting, and then I also decided to use different angle shots, so a variety of interesting camera movements. And and now we come to the area I want to be graded on, or the main job I want to do is basically the editor, or be the editor for this film. And a second thing I'm going to do is basically basically playing the person sitting in the wheelchair. And yes, I'm going to act. However, in a way, not like with speaking, and I'm actually just sitting in the wheelchair, and there will be not much of my face seen. So I will play with the camera movements, and with the combination of the off, I will create the character in a different way. So I'm just basically like a puppet, doing the movements, or like the amount of movements which there will be. So kind of interesting. If there are questions, concerns, just as always, ask questions, you know that. And that's basically everything about my pitch. I think, I don't hope that I forgot something. If I have, please tell me. And thank you for your attention.